Previously on XCOM 2. Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of XCOM 2. This is it everyone, we've started the beginning of the end. It's Operation Ivory Augur and we are assaulting the Advent Network Tower. It's do or die, we've got our Psycho with us, we've got our explosives expert, and we have the angriest man with an axe on the face of the planet. Let's get in there.
Infiltrate the network tower, locate the access point, and hack in to seize the broadcast signal.
We're operating in the shadows.
17 enemies, a stasis, a domination, void rift, lots of explosives, and of course a reaper. I think we should not have too much difficulty with this, but we're still going to be a little bit careful about how we move through. Right, let's start off by getting everyone forwards nice and sensibly. We don't have a time limit, we don't have a rush on this. So let's get in position and we'll see what the game gives us.
Move.
And of course everyone has individual stealth, which is incredibly useful because it means that we can choose how we reveal and when we reveal. Now we've got definitely mutons, we've got definitely archons. I think there was a codex. I forget what else there was. Can you open the door without revealing yourself? Yes, you can. Good.
Closing on target position now.
Hop on in. We want to get eyes on the first pod so we can figure out when and where we're going to be engaging properly. It looks like there's nothing that we need to worry about up until the first door, so get Matrix all the way in and we can bring everyone else up roughly in line, at least as far as they can get. Once again, because there's no time limit, we can take the time to get everyone together, or at least in good positions. You know, take the height if we want the height,
Enemies on the move.
or take good cover as it becomes available. Now when we come across the first pod, depending on which type it is, I'll probably engage with Dark Shadow first, so that we can get a grenade on a whole bunch of them, with the potential for void rifting immediately afterwards. We're going to go for like an alpha strike kind of thing, if we can get away with it. We'll open this door just so we can see through, make sure that's clear. Yes, it is. Matrix, get yourself forwards. Alright, so Muton Prime and 4 Mutons. Well, the Mutons themselves weren't mentioned, but the Muton Prime was. Ooh, and Codex and a lot of Archons. We don't want to engage everything at the same time, because that would be kind of suicidal. So let's pull Matrix back to here. And we'll bring people up to this point so we can be ready to engage.
Heading there now.
Yeah, get yourself in to the door. And you can go on over it for the moment. We want them to separate out and come towards us a little bit over this side. Alright, that's not too bad. And we can't see anything from the other one. So this is probably actually going to be a prime point to engage. Given these guys have got probably the biggest armor of the lot, Blaster Bomb is going to be the weapon of choice. But we could move forwards a little bit and get a grenade in. We want to double whammy them though. So Blaster Bomb, and then we'll probably get some kind of explosive on the remainders depending on where they end up. Pop!
Nowhere to hide.
Now the difficulty of this, of course, means we can't charge in with Matrix and start clearing them out because we know the second pod is right there. Unless they come significantly towards us. And at the moment it looks like they're not. Hopefully they'll cluster together quite nicely and we can get another decent grenade in. Ooh, hello you. Going up, okay. So that's not ideal at all. An incendiary bomb can get 3 of them, which is not too bad actually. Can we get 4? We can get 4.
Frag out!
So Dark Shadow leading the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 17. One of them is in serious jeopardy. Another one is quite nastily killed. Or quite not killed. Killed is the wrong word. At this point, we're going to soulfire the one on top and kill it. And that just leaves that Muton Prime who is currently bleeding.
This may be painful.
Okay.
X-ray neutralized.
And Matrix is currently stealthed at the moment, so we could move forwards with Matrix and just get eyes on.
Moving to designated coordinates.
We don't need to do anything with this guy. So those 2 are still in there. I think we'll go on Overwatch. We'll wait for him to burn to death. Perfect. And then we'll see where these guys maneuver to. Hopefully they won't come close enough to trigger and activate, because we want to back off and engage on our own terms. Cool. They're kind of floating around a little bit. Looks like they may have gone up. Matrix can see a couple of them. Can't see their sight lines though, which is a little bit annoying. Let's head round this way with Matrix. Is that enough to be able to... Yeah, so we can see them now. There they all are. Let's zoom out as far as we can. So, Dark Shadow, how much space have you got leeway? You've got 2 spaces of leeway at the moment. We'll put you on Overwatch.
Overwatch.
We'll zoom in, we'll bring you up, and we'll put you on Overwatch as well. I don't mind if they engage on their turn now, because we've got Overwatch in place. Well, for a moment that went a little bit weird. And Matrix, I think we'll... And we could bring you over here and hope that they don't engage down the side. Let's bring you back round this way.
Confirmed.
Because you've still got stealth, and we can use you to get right in the middle of them. That's fine. You're not in any danger. So, 5 down, 12 left to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. We could start with a Void Rift. We could start by setting them on fire. There's a whole bunch of different things that we could do. Void Rift is kind of good for us in the way that it will potentially give insanity, but we won't get a chance to steal any of them. Dark Shadow, your acid bomb isn't going to have the range, and it's going to fall shy by, let's say, 2 spaces. In order to get in 2 spaces, you're going to have to reveal. So if we're going to do that, we may as well reveal completely. Let's have a look at the Void Rift options. That is also not going to make it. So we're going to have to move someone up and take a hit on the engagement if we're going to do that. Or we can wait for them to come to us. At this point, I think waiting for them to come to us is going to be beneficial, because we're going to get Soulfire back. So Overwatch here. Overwatch here, and Matrix, for the moment, you can just kill time, actually.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
We want them to patrol a little bit towards us. We'll give it another turn. And if they decide not to move at all, then we'll give it one more, and then we will manually engage with them. Okay, something's moving. Oh, it's a chrysalid. Alright. Not what we were expecting. We can make this work, though. So they've got to come towards us. Which means waiting is probably the best option. So what we'll do is we'll Overwatch, we'll reload, and Overwatch, because there's quite a bit of space for them to come towards us before it becomes a problem. Let's zoom out over here. Now the choices are, do we get Matrix back here to help with this as they come across, because they're going to come round, or do we leave him where he is? I think we leave him where he is and keep him as a bit of a Hail Mary. From where Dark Shadow is, if we were to rock it, we could potentially get a nice opening over here, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Overwatch where you are, you're going to stay put. They're going up. And while that was a miss, it did some damage, of course. That one was a hit, though. So one problem eliminated. And that was the Hunter-Killer. I say the Hunter-Killer, I mean, there's obviously more than one. So, 6 gone, 11 remaining. There's 4 more right there. We can Void Rift them, and we can massively hit them with rockets and grenades and everything. Well, acid bombs, incendiary bombs, and sting grenades. I think it's going to have to be... Incendiary bombs do 5 to 8. Acid bombs do 4 to 7. Let's go big. And then we can dial it down afterwards. We'll put it right there.
Bombs away.
Cool. And then we'll Void Rift them next. And that'll let us know if there's any that we actually need to worry about. In fact, having a look through the skills, Soulfire ends the turn. Stasis doesn't. Domination does. Void Rift does. It's a shame that Soulfire isn't the Psionic Lance, because they are lined up quite nicely for that. Still, we'll do what damage we can on these guys with Void Rift. Okay, that was pretty good. And we have secondary effects coming in. We got a panic on one. That's interesting. I've not seen a panic on a chrysalid before. Two panics. Is that it? Ooh, it's not it. We might still get a stun, disorientation, mind control. 3 panics. This is actually pretty damn good for us. Okay, so running away while burning. And with the 2 remaining ones, Dark Shadow could get a sting grenade and hope that they don't get close enough, or we could actually just go for the acid bomb, and I think that's probably the sensible choice. Let's zoom in a little bit. It's kind of hard to see with all the explosions and fire everywhere. Right. Acid bomb. We can get 3 of them. So go for that. Between the acid and burning, the one that's not panicked should die. The other ones will die over time. So, gonna die, and you're gonna burn to death. So, Matrix, once again, you are going on Overwatch. We, of course, have the Mimic Beacon. So when we do engage, there are many, many options for us. Oh, what? That's unexpected. I mean, thankfully, it didn't actually get close enough to do any damage to us, but we're going to reload and we're going to shoot this thing at point blank range.
Reloaded.
I honestly thought that was going to go. Pop.
Hostile terminated.
Okay. And over here, you can't actually see anyone. We could go on Overwatch or... yeah, because they're panicked and hiding out the way. Let's go on Overwatch. Matrix can go on Overwatch as well. They're not going to be able to get close enough. Right, he burned to death. He's taken more damage. He's recovered from panicking though, so he's going to come in. And there's the Overwatch shot. Nice.
Hostile target down.
Fire's getting close here.
Okay, that building is falling apart, let's say that. I think now's a good time to reload and Overwatch for everyone, just so that we are ready to move forward and engage.
Ready to engage. Affirmative. Cover now.
Okay, 3 turns until we get Void Rift back. We are going to wait that out. We can get Matrix a little bit closer, better position, just so that
Okay.
we're ready to engage.
Got it covered.
You can just go on Overwatch and just go on Overwatch. So 2 turns. Yeah, you think with all the explosions and stuff around, they would come and investigate. But this is one of the reasons why Vanilla isn't quite as good as the Long War mod, because they are situationally aware in the Long War mod. Okay, we are ready with Void Rift. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that there was more, but Matrix can't quite see. So, how do we go about engaging? I think we go about engaging by moving you forwards. And then we will take it from there.
Heading out.
Because there's no nice way of doing this. We have to reveal ourselves because we don't have a blaster bomb that can stretch outside of vision radius. And that brings them nicely close together so that we can get some explosives on them. We'll start with an acid bomb. Or we'll start with this sting to stop that splitting, actually.
Grenade!
Disorientation and a couple of stuns. And with the salvo, let's get the acid bomb in on... Now there was a good position a moment ago. I'm sure we can recreate it. That's... Alright, can we get more? No, I think it's going to have to be these ones. That's perfectly acceptable. Pop! It is 2 of the stun ones, unfortunately. But that is pretty good damage, actually. Didn't get the codex at the back. That's a shame. I thought that was actually in the right position to do that. Domination. 82% on the codex. 82% on the Archon at the top. 82% on the Archon down here. I think we will stasis one of these. Let's stasis the codex, actually. No, stasis ends it. Ah. Stasis on a friend doesn't. So, domination. Who are we going to steal? Let's steal this one.
Don't resist me.
Cool, we got a buddy. also known as a mimic beacon. Now, from where Matrix is, we could start going crazy, and I think that's a pretty good plan. We've got, obviously, the axe, we've got the rage strike, and then the rocket that we can do, which will thin things down significantly. So, looking at it sensibly, an axe on... not the close one. The Codex is probably going to be our best bet. He is in high cover. Can we get into a better position? Yes, we can. Alright. So, let's move round here. We'll get the axe on him.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Despite him being stunned, I want him gone. And he's gone. Wow.
I'm spotted.
Okay. Rage strike on that guy's stunned. Don't care about that. That guy's stunned. Don't care about that. This guy is not. But the guy up on top is probably going to be our favourite option, especially when we can get it in from here and not acid ourselves up. Thunk! And at this point, we can actually slash him twice. And if we do that again, then we can move afterwards and get the whole implaceable thing going for us. Oh, no. No, alright. Once again, implaceable has given way to tricking me into thinking we had extra moves available. Let's move back somewhere nice and safe, down beneath and behind this.
I'm going.
Because we already got the kill, so it acted like we had two moves, even though we only really had one and then the implaceable move. Now this guy should act as a nice distraction for us. Acid burn going through on these guys. Of course, they're going to be suffering from red fog as well. Ooh. It's not quite burned to death. Right. You're going that way, and are you going to shoot, or are you going on Overwatch? Well, he's stepping across, getting acid burn, and then he's going to shoot down at us. Well, I don't... Oh, I was going to say, I don't count his chances to hit very highly, because the amount of red fog he'd be going through would be pretty intense. But he managed it. He's going to burn to death or acid himself to death, so we don't care about him any further than that. We'll get a soulfire on this guy, and he should acid to death.
The tissue melts away.
Yeah, he's only got 3 left. So we're looking at these two and what we can do with them. Blazing pinions, but oh, there's something above us, so we can't do that. So we could step in over here. Oh my god, why would you go that way? That's like the worst way to go. At this point, I actually think stepping next to the chap and smacking him is going to be our best bet. So melee attack, 60% chance to hit, or 50% chance to shoot him. 5 to 10 or 5 to 10. They're much of a muchness. Go for the wunk. Missed. Typical. Okay. We can bring Dark Shadow up and we can take a shot. Or we could actually take a shot from here. Can only really hit that dude on the top. So let's step on in. This go after this one and try and eliminate him as a threat. Wow, 10 damage and 4 turns of stun. That's pretty impressive. Right, Matrix. We can get you to kill this guy. That's not an issue. We could step you in to help with this guy. That's also a pretty good plan. Let's do that. The others should burn to death. Right, one down.
Impressed yet?
And now we can retreat you back behind the cover that you were
No problem, boss.
tactically standing behind. Right, gone. Gone. And gone. So that leaves only our dominated dude left. Right, let's run forwards, grab this, and we'll take the opportunity to reload
Location confirmed.
everyone else as we go. Ooh, advanced expanded magazine. That's pretty nice. I don't know if we'll have time to equip it before the final battle, but hopefully we will. Reload on Dark Shadow. We've only got a sting grenade left, but we can at least step forwards to here. Archon dude, you're basically bait, so stand just a little bit closer and go on Overwatch. Matrix, you can just go on Overwatch.
Covering now.
Still got our Mimic Beacon, still got our rocket. Yeah, it really doesn't like tracking movement through this little bit, so let's just wait for everything to pass by for a second. That looks safer. Dark Shadow up on the other side.
Heading out. Moving to Overwatch.
Archon dude can come along and stand just over here. And Matrix, you can pull on up the other side.
I can handle that. On Overwatch.
Okay, so we're moving forwards carefully, just to make sure we don't end up with people massively far out of position. So we'll move these guys up, we'll set everyone on Overwatch just at this door, and then we'll start pushing towards the final area. And yeah, I suppose we could go either way around, but
Moving to position.
we'll head up on this side. And there is a turret. Turret's not necessarily a threat in itself. We've got a fair amount of damage that we could do to it. Let's zoom out a bit. If we bring Dark Shadow up, we can actually see it and donk it as well. 100% chance to hit. That's going to be pretty significant. Give it a big whack. Critical hit. 9 damage, that's alright.
Armor's still holding.
Okay, you've got an 85% chance. That hopefully will finish it off. There we go.
Hostile terminated.
And this is why we wait for everyone to catch up before we move forwards. You can step into there, Matrix can step up to here, and you guys will just go on Overwatch in case anything new comes around. Reload.
Back in.
Reload, and Overwatch for everyone, just so we're going in freshly armed.
Overwatch.
Actually, it's gone really quiet on us, so I think we're not going to face anything new and dangerous until we get in there. We will be a little bit careful as we move up, though. Let's do this piecemeal.
Already there.
Running.
Matrix, you can get up to here.
I'm going.
That's one of their transmitters. They didn't put a whole lot of effort into disguising the alien tech involved.
The design may be a function of the network itself.
The amount of psionic energy filtered through that system is beyond measure.
I'm sure it's not exactly beyond measure, but I mean, points for grandstanding, for want of a better way of putting it. Okay, obviously we only need to get to there and actually activate it, but we want to make sure that people aren't going to be unnecessarily at risk as we move in. So we'll get everyone up, and then we'll bust in next turn with Matrix and get it ticked off.
Affirmative, covering now. They're moving out.
There's something just immediately round here. Well, Matrix, you can make it round there in one go. I kind of want to lead in with this dude, though, and see what's round there. So let's find out what's behind door number 1. Oh.
Target in range. Move to hack the command console.
UnexpectedArchon.com. I mean, is he by himself? He is by himself. Well, Dark Shadow, seeing as you do get 2 actions, get your sting on. Is it going to stun him as well? It is. Fine. We've got plenty of time to deal with this guy. 100% chance to hit as well. Give him a thunk. Right through the chest. I mean, he's just standing there. You almost feel sorry for him. Except you don't. You can have a shot at him because you haven't used your laser lance yet. Well, you're a bit useless, aren't you? This is why you'll never be part of XCOM. I know we've kind of co-opted you for this mission, but you'll never be part of XCOM. Regular shot. It's a miss, but it still does damage. And Matrix, you can get your hack on, I guess. Like, not that kind of hacking, but like that kind of hacking. Now, he was the only mob that was in that pod, so I didn't need to worry about anything extra. We're still going to take cover, just in case there's something else patrolling around. But I think at this point we can just set Matrix in and finish this off.
I'll give her a spin.
Insight, well, yeah, it's not really going to help us. Satellite data also not going to help us. We'll go for Insight. Alright.
We're through. Status confirmed. We have control of the network tower. The signal is going out.
Operation Ivory Augur. 1 minor injury on our Psycho, which is a little bit annoying, but there's not really much we can do about that. And the beginning of the end is going quite well.
Has cleared the perimeter, sir. Meeting limited resistance.
Well done, Doctor.
Yes, it would appear the feedback pulse is having the intended effect.
Shen, status. Did it work?
Advent assures us this breakthrough will be available to all citizens immediately. We go live to the speaker for more.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years we have put our trust in Advent, in the Elders, because we believed a better future is possible for all. Today, that trust, that belief has been rewarded. Advent peacekeeping forces are traveling across the world, carrying the greatest gift from the Elders. A revolutionary gene therapy, yes, but so much more. This is an end to disease, to decay, to pain. The beginnings of a new tomorrow, available to all of us today. Truly, humanity finally takes its rightful place amongst the stars.
Someone's about to have a really bad day. I do wonder how he managed to get away from that, though. I mean, obviously, Snake Man, so... Well, sorry, Thin Man, Snake Man combination. But still, that looked like a very, very angry mob.
I told the troops to expect the best, and that's what you've shown them, Commander. Well done.
Oh my word, 10 days. Nope, you're going out on the next mission. Sorry. Really sorry, but we can't afford to have you not.
Commander, if you come across anyone with an aptitude for the sciences, send them my way. I could use the help.
Okay.
This is it, Commander. It's time we put an end to this, once and for all.
Okay, give me a moment and I will make sure we're all ready for this mission.
Commander, we can deploy some of our wounded troops back into combat if you feel it's necessary. This operation is critical to our efforts. We may not have much of a choice if we want to proceed.
Okay, now for this final mission, I've decided I'm not actually going to take Julian along. As powerful as he is, Julian's going to be the one that we swap out for Volkova. Volkova's only lost 2 health, so I'm pretty comfortable taking Volkova out. That being said, we are going to take Singh. In fact, let's do this properly. So we're going to have me over on the left-hand side instead of over on the right. Let's clear this all out. Everyone's in the wrong place. One, 2, 3. We're going to have Volkova over here. And then we're going to go for our specialist, although actually you can go in the back. We're going to go for Singh. Jackson, of course, is our boss killer. And that means choices for the remaining position, it's going to have to be Nazmi. I want the extra grenades, I want the extra ordnance, and Julian just doesn't pack a big enough punch. As much as Julian does have huge amounts of armor, we want to be killing things quickly and efficiently, and getting 2 explosives off in a turn is going to be better than the potential for an overdrive, I think. So it's going to be Nazmi, and that's going to be our final makeout. Me, Volkova, Jackson, Nazmi, Matrix, Dark Shadow, Singh, and Jihan are going in for Operation Leviathan.
There. I've infused this material with the entirety of our viable Elder DNA. We won't get another chance at this.
Final connection is set. Power levels adequate. One more look at the
Shen,
buffer.
watch you go over this thing 50 times. Take a breath.
We're ready.
Synthesis nearing completion. Now, Lily!
Initiating network connection.
Give him hell.
Gate is primed and ready, sir.
Patch me through. All right, people. The world got its wake-up call. And now they know the truth. Advent is a lie. And their time is up. They've got a full-fledged war on their hands now. While the aliens struggle to contain our world, we're gonna make a move on theirs. It won't be easy. But you're used to that. You did what was needed. Never gave up the fight. You are XCom. And you're gonna end this. Humanity is counting on us, people. Good luck, Commander.
Join me next time for Operation Leviathan. I'll see you soon.